noise is kind of. Let's close that door. There you go. So my title. Anyway, good morning, you guys. First, so my title is about using credit card or cash. Um, we never use cash every time we go to the store. I'm gonna tell you why. Why you're not? Why cash is? I know. I've been watching Dave. Hi, Tita Jenky. I've been watching Dave Ramsey. Pautang. I've been watching Dave Ramsey. I don't know if you guys know Dave Ramsey is, but he's talking about I think it's like the envelope method. Like you're gonna separate each method, like for groceries, let's say groceries, and then entertainment, blah 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 blah, and etc. You put some cash in there, like how much you are going to spend, so you can track how much you're going to spend, right? We never do that. Not gonna work with us because and for me using cash is kind of waste of stuff, because why you gonna use cash if you can get 5% cash back on your credit card, right? So my credit card is Chase. I have Chase, Discover, and Citi, and Red Card. I don't know if you guys know what is Red. I'm Bank of America card. Bank of America card is pretty much like 3% to 2%. They never do give you any. This is my Bank of America card. Any 5% back. The credit card that give us 5% back is the Chase in the Discover. Like right now, January until March, they are going to give you cash back on your gas. That's really good, because it means if you spend 100, let's say 200 on gas, then 5% of 200 is $10, right? So now the red card, that's why I have this red card. It's because it's every day you have 5%. This is not cashback. This is you have 5% off every time you use your red card. Now, don't use credit card if you are not going to pay them off every month, right? Because they are gonna kill you on the interest. Let's say like my interest on my Chase card is, I believe, is 18%. So 18% is, it's like 18% of, let's say 100 is like what, $18 or something. So that's it's going to kill you. So you have to make sure you pay them off every month. That's what we don't have any debt on credit card. We pay them off every single month. Like we make sure there's no like what do you call that, no balance. You're gonna make sure there's no balance. Red card is, it's really I think every store like JCPenney, like Kohl's, they have like 20% off on interest. So don't do that. It's better to use cash than credit card. Now, like my husband have a, guess how much my husband get back on his business card? $600, you guys. So it's $600 because, but it's not good, because big cashback, it means you spend too much. But that's his business card. That's where he put the gas on his truck, everything, like the gas, the all the stuff that he needed for the truck. It's separate from this. Is our personal card is different. But I highly recommend the Discover, if you can get Discover card, because they have 5% back on. The same thing with Chase, they have 5% back on rewards as well right now on gas. So Discover, Chase, and Bank of America card. That's the 3 credit card I highly recommend it. Anyway, the city, I have that card, but we barely use them. They don't really give you any cash back for some reason, but yeah. So for me, using cash is like throwing free money. So that's why I've been doing. As long as that you pay them off, like what I'm saying is every month, then you're good. So that's what we were doing. We never, like what I said, we don't have any balance at the end of not the month, because some credit card the due date is like the 15, some our card the due date is different. So like what I just pay them off. That's the secret on how to get free money. But yep, that's what we're doing. But I just uploaded. I've been watching Dave Ramsey like this couple weeks ago, and then so you download the Every Dollar. It's an app. It's free. Every dollar you can track your like your expenses there, like your groceries, your electric bill, your internet. Oh, internet cable is 5% as well. Internet cable in phone on my Chase card. So I use my Chase to pay the phone bill. So our phone bill is $90. We have Verizon, so $90, you guys. So I use my Chase card. So I have almost like what, five, not quite $5, but $10 more. If it's 100 bill, then I can get $5, right? Anyway, so yeah, that's why I highly recommend using credit card. But the using credit card is and you're not tracking on how much you spend. It's not good compared to the one that if you have like an envelope, so you put money inside, and then you have your like your money, and then once it's gone, it's gone. I know people do that. My cousin, she do that. So, and I told my husband I might start doing that too. Like, so I uploaded Every Dollar, and I asked him how much are like all the utilities and everything, like the cable, and then the life insurance, and then some um, like our car insurance. Our car insurance is $800, guys, for every 6 months. So we're paying 1,600 for a year. We pay them every 6 months because there's a little bit discount if you pay that way, not every month. So we did that. We have two cars, so Suburban in the Chevy Cruze, 800 for every 6 months. So that's one of our anyway. So yeah, envelope is not going to call so I just told my husband to track everything. So he's going to give me the all the receipt every time he go to the store, so I can track and write it down, and so I can track it down, and then put in one envelope, and at the end of the week I'm going to at the end of the week I'm going to write it down in, so we know where the money is going. Or but you know what, like they're talking about like saving money and everything, like to track your, it's hard for us because we do stuff every time my husband is off. We make sure that the kids can go out and have fun. So we never, because life is too short. So it's just laughing at me and says it's not going to work because it's just laughing at me anyway. So yeah, so I told him, oh, we're gonna give it a try, and just so we can track, so that's my goal. I'm going to start it February, and going to start this coming February, because January we spend not really, not supposed to spend, so not going to work on February. So we'll try to on February and see how much is how it's going to work. But anyway, so cash and credit card, I highly recommend the credit card if you're going to pay them off every single month. Don't use credit card if you're not don't have money to pay it every due date, because they're going to kill you on your in the interest. So if you can't pay them monthly the due date, then don't use credit card, because it's just not going to work, you guys. Us, we pay them off every month, so it works a little bit, but like what I'm saying, we don't really watch our spending. So my goal this February is to write down, so we know where the money is going, and so we're not like guessing where the money went, or like how much we spend on groceries, for entertainment, blah 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 blah. So that's my goal this month, this coming February. So, but like what I'm saying, we're not really I shop really like cheap clothes for me, like $5. Like I make sure I'm not gonna spend cash. Well, my husband bought me a coat for a little bit expensive, but that's it. I make sure I go to clearance and buy that stuff like for kids and me, and yeah, even the shoes, you can get cheap shoes in like not supposed what I mean, branded shoes, and it's cheap. Like I just got Audrey like the Nikes for like $10, and you can resell them for $10, so it's like free, you know. Anyway, so yep, I love my credit card than cash, so I don't use cash, I use credit card. Anyway, credit card, highly recommend them. 5%, it's not 5% cashback, it's 5% off your total. So every time you use them on that day, you can see the 5% off on your credit card. So I highly recommend the red card. If you don't have, it's free. Just pay them every single month, or else it's going to kill you on the interest. Chase, highly recommend them. And Bank of America, I love Bank of America. I just redeemed at I think $250 with all my sometimes we forgot to redeem them, and then it's gonna accumulate for at least 3 months, 2 months, and then yeah, like my husband just get 600 from his business card, so it's free money. I think he it depends on how much you spend, you know. Big cash back, it means you spend too much, so it's not really a good sign. But like what I'm. But yeah, so you guys know. Oh, hi Angelica. No, it's only like $1. There you go. The reason why I have 100, because my friend pay me. He asked for like what's that? A couple months ago, and he paid me. So I have like 400 here before, but yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend the cash than credit card, because you are throwing free money. Don't use debit card, guys. Don't use credit card. Use credit card. You know, using credit, if you have credit card, like it's really important here, because if you want a loan car, you need credit score. If you wanna buy a home, you need to have a good score. So here, if you wanna buy anything they need credit score. So you're gonna have to have credit card here. So it's really important. I think you can start it when you turn 18. If you have like let's say I believe finger hat, you can do finger hat. I think they finger hat is really good on they give you it's gonna track on your credit score, the finger hat. And then try to open like a store credit card like JCPenney. Make sure that you you pay them every month. So, and then if you have like a credit union, you can ask them, maybe they offer credit cards, so you can start building your credit score, because it's really important if you're in the near future you wanna buy a credit if you wanna buy a car, you wanna buy a house, you have credit score. Here it's really important, but I don't know, I think really here it's really like I don't know. At the Philippines we pay, that's the difference between here in the Philippines, we pay cash. At the Philippines, here it's all like credit card. Yeah, so yeah, credit score here is really important. If unless you wanna unless you wanna what I mean unless you what do you call that, unless you wanna pay cash on your card, then you don't need credit score. But the house is impossible to pay cash because it's a big like it's too much to pay cash. But I don't know, if you have cash, then you don't have to have credit card to have a good credit score, because the longer you have that credit card, the good like what do you call that, then it means you have a longer history on your credit history, so it's good. It's gonna build your credit score higher, especially if you pay them monthly and pay them off to the full amount, then it is really good. Anyway, so yeah, that's my thing. And then like what I said, my goal for this month is to track all my expenses, and hopefully I did. And my husband is laughing because he's just not going, we don't track our expenses, so which is really bad. But what I mean, like what I said, every time my husband is off, we make sure we did some fun for the kids so they can get out the house and explore the world, because life is too short. Anyway, live life to the fullest, yeah, guys, right? Because you can't bring cash or money in your grave, so you have to spend it now. Just kidding. Anyway, bye you guys. What do you guys prefer? I have a question. You guys prefer cash or credit card? Comment down below if you spend cash or credit card. Me, I use credit card anyway because of the 5% back. Anyway, you guys, bye and have a good day. My voice is kinda raspy because I only have 2 hours sleep. That's what happened. If you have 2 hours sleep, my son is sick last night, so I sleep with him, and he moves around. I make sure he's okay, so mama sleep with him, and he feels a little bit better now. Like he's fine now, so hopefully it goes. When the kids go to school, they get sick really easy because of the bacteria, with all the kids going to school with caffeine and everything, and the weather as well, hot cold, so that makes kids sick. Anyway, you guys have a good weekend. Bye bye.